This is the morning video update. This is for Thursday, the 13th of April. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather a bit unsettled today. From time to time, we'll have some rain, some thunderstorms involved, maybe some strong storms along the way, and another chance of rain over the weekend, especially late Saturday night into Sunday morning. Very interesting setup today. There is a large-scale upper low that is currently across South Louisiana, and that is dominating our weather. Above us, we have a large-scale ridge covering much of the United States. That's the water vapor satellite view this morning, and you can see that upper low just swirling away across Louisiana. And east of the circulation, moist air is being pulled northward. And accordingly, we'll have a lot of clouds around today with some rain falling at times. That was the radar composite early this morning, about 5:15. And you can see a fairly large mass of rain across the central counties of the state. Another batch of rain over southwest Alabama, some stronger storms around Fort Morgan and Dauphin Island. And again, all of that will be rotating through today. Temperatures are mostly in the 50s and 60s to start the day. We're expecting highs in the upper 60s to low 70s in most spots. There's the watch warning map around the nation. We have red flag warnings all the way from Arizona and New Mexico to parts of the Great Lakes. That's because of the wildfire danger. And winter storm warnings remain in effect for parts of Montana, as the winter season just will not go away there. So this is the severe weather outlook for today and tonight. We have a marginal risk from the Texas Panhandle up into Nebraska. And here in the southeastern states, we have a level 2 out of 5 slight risk for parts of southeast Alabama. This is basically from Clanton south and east, areas in yellow. And then we have a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk from basically Cullman south. And let's look at the probabilistic outlook for tornadoes today. And again, the better probabilities are across the extreme southeastern part of the state into South Georgia, where the instability value should be a little better. And we don't expect a big tornado problem today. Could there be a brief isolated tornado somewhere? Yes. But it's not likely. And if we do have one, the better chance from near Opelika down to Dothan back over into Georgia, and much more on the threat as we go through modeling here in just a second. This is tomorrow. We have a marginal risk over parts of the Carolinas and southern Virginia, and a risk from North Texas up into parts of the Great Plains. And then on day 3, which is Saturday, and keep in mind this runs through Saturday night, we have a risk just north and west of Alabama, from Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, north to near Chicago. And no risk is defined beyond this forecast period, which ends at 7 a.m. Sunday. And again, we'll take a look at the weekend situation as we go. Here's the rain for the next 7 days. Rain amounts for most of the state between 1/2 and 1 inch. And this outlook runs through Thursday morning of next week. In fact, much of next week looks dry once we get past the weekend. So, model fans, here we go. This is the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4. And you can see the large-scale upper low that's on the Louisiana-Mississippi border. And underneath that, there is a weak surface low, 1,004 millibars, near Meridian. And obviously, we are in a favorable position for some showers and thunderstorms today. So let's go to the high-res HRR, high-resolution rapid refresh, HRRR. And this is valid today at 3. And you can see the swirl over Mississippi. That's the upper low. And you can see a band of showers and storms rotating northward. Now, this morning, we don't expect any severe weather. What you see here this afternoon, we could see some thunder with that. And let's look at the severe weather parameters. This is the instability, and there is some pretty much statewide. And again, these numbers are relatively low for mid-April. For a big severe weather day, you'd like to see those higher. Wind dynamics are pretty weak. This is the storm relative helicity, and those values are very meager. And accordingly, the significant tornado parameters just don't mean that much. They're very, very low. So this is a low-end threat. But you know the old saying, cold core upper low weatherman's woe. Weird things can happen with these things. And while the parameters certainly look very, very unimpressive for severe weather today, there could be a few strong storms. And again, this afternoon, this evening, the main threat, small hail and gusty winds. maybe a brief isolated tornado, especially in the yellow on that map where you got the slight risk. So, look, this is mid-April. With any system this time of the year, you have to watch them carefully, and we'll do that today. So this is tomorrow, and the upper low is lifting out, and there could be a few lingering scattered showers. This will not be an all-day rain. This will not be a washout. In fact, I would suggest much of the day tomorrow will be dry. Highs in the upper 60s and low 70s, a lot of clouds around. So what about the weekend? Let's go to Saturday. And for most of the state, the weather looks great. Now, the exception is right along the Gulf Coast, Mobile, Baldwin counties. There could be showers Saturday, maybe some thunder. But for most of Alabama, the day looks warm and dry, partly sunny, highs at or just over 80 in most spots. We note that surface low west of the state over Missouri. Let's go to Saturday night, just after midnight. The surface low is southeast of Des Moines, and the showers and storms are just entering northwest Alabama. So again, it looks like the day Saturday, for most of you, dry and warm. Showers arrive after midnight, Saturday night into Sunday morning. And again, these should be weakening. There's hardly any instability. The dynamics passing far to the north. And then by Sunday afternoon, the showers are exiting the state. So I'd say the main window for rain over the weekend for most of the state will be from midnight Saturday night until noon on Sunday. And again, maybe some thunder, not expecting any severe weather. And highs for the weekend will be, again, low 80s on Saturday, upper 60s and low 70s on Sunday. Monday looks like a beautiful day. Start the day in the 40s. The high will be in the low 70s. Tuesday, sunny with upper 70s. Wednesday, sunny with low 80s. And a week from today, Thursday the 20th, ridging in place. And again, a sunny day with low to mid 80s. And so you can see we're dry Monday through Thursday, and there might be a few showers toward the end of the week on Friday. Didn't look like a big deal. Let's go out 10 days. This is Saturday the 22nd, a northerly flow aloft, and evidence of a few showers maybe across the southern half of the state with a front passing through. So could be a few showers toward the end of next week or maybe the following Saturday, but again, probably not much. This is rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. You're looking for the green line. And the mean is about 2 inches between now and the 28th of April. Temperatures coming from the National Blend of Models, and this is for Birmingham. Highs around 70 today and tomorrow. Low 80s on Saturday. 70s on Sunday and Monday, then back in the low to mid 80s for much of next week. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance, this is for April 20th through April 26th. Temperatures here a little above average if this all works out. Ooh, boy, what an interesting deal yesterday in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We had this thunderstorm complex that it was back building for hours and hours and hours along a boundary. And this is the radar estimate around the airport there. That's about 21 inches. And let me tell you what, you get 21 inches of rain in a 8 hours, you're going to have some problems here. And sure enough, there was some really major flooding. Obviously, there was a flash flood emergency issued for Fort Lauderdale underneath that cluster. And we'll look at some of the numbers today in terms of rain totals. Interestingly enough, to the south, down at Miami, it barely had any rain at all. And to the north, it didn't rain that much.
You got big-ass tires.
The flood event.
Well, you got this one over here
Fort Lauderdale,
stuck.
Florida, yesterday and last night.
Damn, I'm glad I got an Escalade.
Yeah, but it's over on the blog, AlabamaWX.com. Read that blog. Today headed to Cullman up in North Alabama to see the kids up there at the Child Development Center. That'll be a lot of fun. Those are the younger kids. And then tomorrow going to Welburn High School, which is in Calhoun County. And also don't forget, later today we have a weather radio programming event in Northport at the Lowe's right there on McFarland, US 82. So if you are in the Tuscaloosa area and if you have a weather radio and if you want us to check it to be sure it's programmed right, bring it by. If you are going to get a new one and if you want us to program that for you, bring it by. And listen, you don't have to have people program it for you. You can do that, but sometimes people just like for it to be checked, and we're glad to do that. We're trying to do that often this time of the year as we're in the peak of this spring segment of the tornado season. So again, that is Lowe's in Northport today between 4 and 6:30. And I might have to stay back at the station because of this low-end severe weather threat. We'll make that decision later today, but our team will be there one way or another. So that's Lowe's, Northport today between 4 and 6:30. And catch us this evening if you can, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.